Now, Seoul has been hosting a summit for mayors around the world, hosting it virtually, of course, where they're discussing what they can do to stop the pandemic. Today is the summit's last day. Our Choi Jeong-yoon got to sit down with the mayor of Seoul, Park Won-soon, whose idea it was to hold the summit to discuss the city's response to COVID-19 and what the post-virus era might look like.
In usually buzzing finance hubs like London, the streets are now empty, and tourists are nowhere to be seen in Milan's plazas. Some of the largest cities around the world went quiet, all due to the COVID-19 lockdowns. But Seoul, the world's fifth largest urban area by population, managed to avoid the same fate. How? The mayor of Seoul says it's all about understanding the city.
Why do you think this city of nearly 10 million has been able to avoid a lockdown, unlike cities of a similar size in other countries?
Our principle is very simple and clear. That is the transparency and speed. And secondly, we had made many kinds of innovations, such as drive-through or walk-through, or in case of Itaewon breakout of COVID-19, the Seoul metropolitan government had decided to carry out the preemptive test.
To hear Seoul's know-how on handling the coronavirus, mayors of major cities worldwide gathered at 2020 CAC Global Summit, an online conference set up to discuss future measures to tackle pandemics.
More than 40 mayors across the world had agreed to establish such permanent city government-based organizations, CAP, City Alliance Against Pandemic. So if we can share the information and wisdom together, we can easily overcome this crisis and epidemic.
Amid the COVID-19 crisis, the importance of local government has been reevaluated. Cities were one step ahead with aggressive testing and tracing, working on the front line to establish triage centers and innovative testing booths.
Municipal government is more closely act with the residents. So it's inevitable, so many innovations and good practices used to come from the local governments.
Mayor Park says civilization faces a great transition with a divide between the pre-COVID-19 and post-COVID-19 eras. Seoul aims to cope with the post-coronavirus era by utilizing the crisis to make advances in the fields of society, economy, and culture. The city plans to build permanent disease research centers as well as epidemiological investigation facilities. It also plans to tackle inequality by ensuring those most vulnerable to the outbreak have income security. Choi Jeong-yoon, Arirang News.